Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. This is the first video that I'm filming in like 3 weeks. Well, 2.5 weeks, so I might be a little awkward, I don't know, we'll see. I'm super sweaty because, as you know by the title of this video, it's all about at-home gym equipment, and I literally lugged all of my gym equipment from downstairs upstairs. So I'm sweaty, okay? I'm moist. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about at-home gym equipment that I either purchased during the quarantine/isolation situation, which obviously is still going on in a lot of parts of the world and even Canada. But in BC, where I live in Vancouver, things are starting to open up. My gym is actually open, so I'm not working out at home nearly as much. But during the 2 months or 2.5 months that we weren't really leaving our house at all, except for groceries and necessities and stuff like that, I wanted to make sure that I was still working out. And I did go for about 2 weeks without any physical activity, and I was like, oh yeah, like this will be fine. And then my mental health kind of started taking a decline, and I was like, oh, what's different? I mean, literally everything, but also the fact that I wasn't exercising, I wasn't moving my body. And once I started incorporating exercise back into my life, it got a lot easier for me, and my mental health started getting a lot better. So I wanted to make sure that I had the things that like made me happy, you know, at my home gym within reason. Like there are some influencers especially who I saw like literally their at home gyms. Like, are you joking? Katie, I'm looking at you. Your at home gym is dope, okay? I want Lester Lux, if you guys don't know her, I'm sure you do. She's so dope. Everybody knows I'm a fangirl. She really got on her at home like gym game, and they got like an entire like, I don't even know what they're called, but like apparatus, and like she had all this stuff she put together. She used like apple boxes as like step boxes. Anyway, super dope. I did not go that ham, okay? I got stuff that was like $50, $10, okay? That was my limit. So anyway, I wanted to tell you guys what I purchased and what I would purchase again, because I think that it's nice to have somebody else tell you what is like stupid to buy. Anyway, long story short, I purchased a lot of different little odds and ends for working out at home, and there are some things that I absolutely would not buy again. If I could go back in time and be like, Alyssa, this is a silly purchase, you're wasting $50, I would, but I can't. So I'm gonna help you and do that for you, hopefully. Keep in mind, everybody's different. Everybody likes working out different areas of their body. Everybody likes different types of workouts, be it cardio, strength, HIIT training, stuff like that. So this is just what like I wouldn't purchase again, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you wouldn't like it, but I'll just tell you why I didn't like it, or why I didn't even use it in some cases. But let's get started with the stuff that I would purchase again. That way, if you're just looking for stuff that you want for your at-home gym, I can give you a little bit of help in that area. So yeah. Let's do it. This is like the first thing that I think I ever bought. I didn't buy this during quarantine. I bought this a very long time ago. This is the number one, I think, if you're trying to work out at home, if you're just starting out, or literally anything, get yourself a yoga mat. It really, really saves your knees. It saves your elbows. Cushion as well, if you're doing like jumping jacks and stuff like that. I mean, not super necessary if that's what you're doing, but I still like it. I like a little bit of this shock absorption. I just like it. I don't know. It gives me a little space on my floor where I'm like, okay, this is my workout area. You know what I mean? It's like your entire house is just your house, except for your little like yoga mat rectangle. Yoga mat, 100%, great investment. This one is from Lululemon, so it is quite expensive. Like I said, I've had this one for 4 or 5 years. My other one is a little bit thicker, which I use for predominantly yoga, specifically because there's so much that's on your knees or on your elbows, and it's just thicker, so obviously it has more cushion. But this is the one that I use for like everyday like workouts. Well, that's not true, because like the other one, I laid it down in my home workout. But anyway, this is the one I was using. This one's a little bit cheaper as well, I think. But you can purchase yoga mats for like $10, $5, I think, at the dollar store. They sell them at the dollar store now. They really vary in price. So Lululemon, I would say, is like one of the most expensive. I think I bought this because I was just one of those chicks, you know what I mean? I was like, I want to be all Lululemon when I was like in that phase, before I realized that saving your money and like, you know, maybe owning a house one day is a nice thing. But you can purchase yoga mats anywhere from like $5 to like $105. So not necessary to buy a specifically expensive one. However, I really do love this one. I have absolutely no complaints with it. A lot of people say that there's stains. I've never had my yoga mat stain. Maybe it's because I have a darker one, don't know. But yeah, I've had literally no problems with it other than my cat scratched the fuck out of it. But you know, that's what I get for leaving it on the ground. The next thing I would purchase, ooh, let me pick that up. Booty bands. So these are my peach bands. Here's the thing about booty bands. A lot of them are made out of this like elastic silicone situation. I don't know if that's what it is. I'm just pretending that that's what it is. The thing is your booty bands are going to fold and kind of like crease, especially the lighter resistance ones. They kind of get like this, you know what I mean? It's just gonna happen. It's the way it is. If you purchase, in my opinion, because I've had multiple sets, if you purchase ones that are like this, they're not fabric, they're silicone-esque, they will fold. It's just like the nature of the game. So I would say that if you're purchasing booty bands of this material, not fabric, they're all gonna be very similar. And the only thing that I would say is if they're lesser quality, and I don't mean that in price point, I mean in quality, they might snap easier. I've never had a booty band snap on me, although I'm not doing like crazy stuff with them, like using them for like back rows or anything like that, like putting it under my foot. I'm literally just using it for my legs. They're gonna be the same. So if you find ones that are like $10 or $20 or $30, I would almost argue that it's probably gonna be the same quality. I've purchased ones that are $10, I've purchased ones that are $30. They're all kind of the same. I like peach bands simply because they have cute colors, okay? I'm not like loving the, I mean, it's a silicone band, right? Like it's not, or whatever it is. I should have looked up what it was, but there's nothing special about it to me other than these are some cute colors. And I find that if my workout stuff is cute, I will work out more. So what I like about booty bands is they just like increase the intensity of all of the workouts that you are using them for. So things like squats or lunges or hip thrusts, anything like that, you can double up booty bands. So pretend that these are my legs, you know, you go like this, one on the thigh, one on the calf. Now you got like double resistance. That's what I like booty bands for, especially because at home, oftentimes you're not gonna have super heavy weights because heavy weights are outrageously expensive. This can help with intensifying your workouts. So I really love booty bands. I think that they're a great investment and they're not super, super expensive, especially if you buy the cheaper ones. I have a set, I can't remember what the brand name is, but they are like pylon orange, Monster Energy green. I can't remember the third one because I literally hate the colors so much, but those ones were like $10, I think, or $20. Whereas the peach bands were a little bit more pricey, but nothing crazy in my opinion, especially for something that you can use over and over and over. What I like about the peach bands as well is they come in 4, right? Yeah, 4 different intensities. So this is the light one. I use this one the most because my hips are so like just not strong. They're not strong. So I'm trying to like work out my hip flexors, I guess, or my hip area. It's funny that I like feel the need to say I'm not a personal trainer and then I say shit like that and I'm like, oh, it's obvious. I like that you can go from all the way from light to extra heavy. This one I use for like my thighs when I'm doing squats and stuff like that. So I really like that there's different intensities to this. Usually they only come in packs of 3. I like that it came in packs of 4 because for my little wee hips, I need the extra light band. You know what I'm saying? I need that give. They're not strong enough for the medium, okay? Okay, now I can finally get this off my lap. Ugh! Medicine ball. I love medicine balls. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe that I used this so much during quarantine. I did purchase this. I went to a place in Vancouver. It's like a fitness depot situation and it's very un-aesthetically pleasing. It's very aesthetically displeasing, if you will. But I did pick up this medicine ball from there and I've been using it like crazy. I use it for squats, Russian twists, lots of ab stuff actually. But anyway, I've been using this a lot. It's 12 pounds. I like it because dumbbells are a lot more expensive. Well, they were during quarantine, let me tell you, it was like $3 per pound. For some reason, medicine balls didn't get inflated the same way that dumbbells did. And I just like that it's like 1, you know what I'm saying? Instead of 2, like for dumbbells, you have to hold like 1 in each arm. This one, I'm like, yeah, I got this. I use this thing a ton. I just love it. I don't know what else to say about it. I think that this was $20, I want to say. I should have brought my invoice up here, but it wasn't very expensive compared to the dumbbells that I purchased, which like honestly, I'm pretty still like pissed about it. Okay, let me just tell you something. There were dumbbells at Walmart. It was like a set of 2 pound, 5 pound, 7 pound or something like that for over $100. And usually in the fitness world, it's like $1 per pound. So like 100-pound dumbbells would be $100. This is like $136 for like, what is that? 7 and 7 is 14, 20, 24, 28 pounds. Excuse you? I don't think so. Anyway, medicine ball, 10 out of 10, would recommend. I love using the medicine ball. I like using Russian twists for my core. This is the other thing. This is just getting very rambly. I was on TikTok the other day. Let me put this down. Oh, that was so loud. Whoever is below me just heard that for sure. I was on TikTok the other day, and there's a lot of like fitness situations on TikTok, which I really like. However, I found this woman who had made TikToks about like exercises you should take out of your routine and like what you shouldn't be doing exercising. And weird things were on there, like Russian twists and like tricep jacks and stuff like that. And I'm just like, but why? Maybe I'm like reading too much into this, and I'm like, why do you get to decide? Because I've had like multiple personal trainers that like love those exercises, and it's like your body is going to be different from somebody else's body. Like I would never go to my boyfriend and be like, you should stop doing chest presses. It's like, well, no. He wants that for his body. Like I don't like to do the freaking chest press situation, but he does. I don't know. Just like something to keep in mind when you're on social media and somebody's like, stop doing these exercises. It's like, do whatever exercise you want and like try out different ones and try out different combinations of exercises, because everybody's body is different. Regardless, it's whatever makes you freaking feel good. I've been working out my core like crazy and I love it. Other people are like, there's no reason to work out your core because abs are made in the kitchen. I'm like, I don't care. I like cookies. Okay. Another thing I would buy again are these 10-pound dumbbells. They're purple. Purple is one of my least favorite colors, but it was the only color that they had in the 10-pound. I looked for these for so long during quarantine. It was like 3 weeks that I was like scouring the internet trying to find somewhere that had 10-pound dumbbells in stock. I had found 5-pound dumbbells previously, but my muscles were just like, the ones that I was working out were strong enough to like do this like no problem. I was like, this kind of like wasn't working out for me. However, this shit with these, boom. You know, that's not like the actual real way to do it. It's just like there's a ton of shit, so I can't like show you really. But anyway, I think that having a really light pair of dumbbells for muscles that are a lot smaller, and I don't mean like you're weak, I mean different muscles in your body are just smaller, so you don't need to work them out with like super heavy weight in order to work them out. So something that's like 5 pounds, especially for anything where you're doing like jumping and stuff like that, you don't want to be working out with like heavy weights when you're doing any like explosive exercises, in my opinion / my trainer's opinion. Things like bicep curls and stuff like that, or like shoulder presses, a little bit heavier of a weight. 10 pounds is honestly pretty heavy for me. 15 pounds is like my max right now, which is fine because that's how my body is. Anyway, I don't regret buying these dumbbells at all. They were a little bit too expensive. There's dirt on this one. And they were a little bit too expensive because they were at an inflated rate when I purchased them. So I think that they were $40, I want to say, when really they should have been like $20 or whatever. I don't regret it because I've been using them like crazy and they make me feel good. I like using weights. The next thing I would buy time and time again is a foam roller. So foam rollers, I feel like just became popular recently. I'm sure they were popular in the fitness community, like especially the bodybuilding community, for a long time. But I feel like for my purposes in like the lifestyle community, if that's a thing, I guess, like lifestyle influencer sort of situation, I feel like they just kind of became like a thing a couple years ago. They work so well for releasing your muscles. My quads, I can't even tell you, were fucking my shit up. They were so tight that my knees were hurting, and it was like making what I felt like my hip was hurting just because my quads were tight. So I started foam rolling my quads after every single workout, like every single leg workout, and oh my goodness, it really like, it changed my life. You can look up like how to use a foam roller, because I know a lot of people that kind of go like this, and it doesn't do the same thing as if you're like really mindfully. It's kind of like the difference between like passively stretching and mindfully stretching, I guess. I don't know if that's true, but that's just how I think about it. But you can look up how to use a foam roller if you're interested. Mine is like one of those Russian dolls. It has 3 little things. This one's from Walmart. I think it was like $10 or $15 or something like that. It wasn't that expensive. I know that, again, Lululemon has them for like an outrageous price. I bought my girlfriend one because they're super, super cute, but I just couldn't do it for myself. Anyway, so this part right here, I use for if my quads are like super, super tight. You can foam roll anything that's not like a bone. Like you don't want to be going like over your kneecap or anything like that with it. But things like my quads that get super tight, I'll use this one because it's just less intense. And then things like my glutes, this bad boy, okay? I like that it has the ridges. I feel like it gets like deeper in there and my glutes just like need it, you know? They need a little bit extra than this like little cushy support system. This guy, I don't know if you guys watch Mondragon chiropractics. I don't really believe in chiropractors. I know that that's like a really unpopular opinion, but we can get into that another time if you want to. But I like watching her shit for some reason. I don't know. It's like a guilty like hate watch thing. This reminds me of the thing that she uses. But anyway, you can take it. Let me give you my thigh. That's my knee. And like roll your muscles out. Okay, so instead of having to like be on the ground and rolling yourself out, you could be like watching TV and rolling your muscles out, you know? I like that. Foam roller, 10 out of 10, would recommend. You don't need a super expensive one. Like I said, this one was from Walmart. It was like $15 and I would purchase it again, absolutely. Next, Pilates Ball. I just bought this. I won't lie to you, I haven't used it yet. However, it just came in the mail and I will use it. I like Pilates balls because my other ball, which I'll show you in a second, is just too big to do the ab stuff that I want to do. So what I like to do with Pilates balls when I'm in like bar class and stuff like that is I like to put them between my feet and then I do these things. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, and I pass the ball. That's what I like it for. It's really hard to do that in a chair. That's the purpose that I bought this for, but you can use Pilates balls in like so many different ways. I don't actually do Pilates. I've never done Pilates, but I have done bar, which is where I found out about Pilates balls. So I'll tell you guys more about Pilates balls when I actually start to use it. But I would purchase this again, because again, I think it was like $10. And honestly, for just doing that exercise that I just showed you, I would pay $10 for that because it like makes such a huge difference. I don't know. I like these. I used to use them at the gym all the time, but then the gyms were closed. So I was like, I need one of my own. Anyway, Pilates ball. This is the last thing I would buy again. It's just a balance ball. This one is also from Walmart. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. This is also from Walmart. It was $25. 10 out of 10, would purchase again. My boyfriend actually bought this for me. It is great. Number one, honestly, what I use it for the most is as like a footrest. If I'm being completely honest, I'll like be watching TV and I'll put my legs on it. Like you can't see this, but anyway, it's super cozy to use as like a coffee table for your feet, like a footrest. But in workouts, I like using it for planks. So what I like to do is I like to put my feet on here like this and then just plank, or you can pull the ball up while you're in plank position. Just, it's a different kind of ow, okay? It's a different kind of ow. There's tons of stuff you can do with like balance balls or exercise balls or whatever you want to call these things. But I 100% would buy this again. You don't need an expensive one. This hasn't popped. I've like really really bounced on this, okay, and it hasn't popped. It's never deflated on me, so I absolutely 110% would buy this again. Also, when I was a kid, my friend's mom had one of these, and I would sit on it at the computer, and it never made my back hurt, which is very surprising, because my back always hurts. Hold on, I forgot. Ugh. Ankle weights. Let's quickly talk about ankle weights. These are 2.5 kilograms, which is approximately 4 pounds, maybe. I don't know. I'm really bad with conversion. I like ankle weights instead of using dumbbells on my kneecaps, like the back, not my kneecaps, sorry, the back of my knees, for donkey kicks and stuff like that. A lot of people will take a dumbbell, pretend this is my knee, and put it here and do donkey kicks like this. That really hurts my tendons. I don't like doing that. So I'll use ankle weights instead. So pretend this is my ankle, boom. And now we do donkey kicks like this, or I guess like this. I don't know. Anyway, I like ankle weights, 110%, would buy these again. You know, I hate it when people say 110% because it's like you can't be more than 100%. And here I am saying 110%, like so annoying. Anyway, definitely would buy these ankle weights again. That's literally all I use them for though, is donkey kicks. So not necessary for sure, but I can't remember how much these were because I bought these way before quarantine, but Not very expensive, if I recall. Okay, now moving on to the shade portion of this video. This is the worst purchase I've ever made in my entire life. They were $24.88, $25 for something I'm never going to use, okay? So these are grips that go around your dumbbells. These ones are really hard to open up, so you have to like, I don't know if you can see that. You gotta like friggin' force it onto your dumbbell. These grips are to make the bar of your dumbbell bigger so that it's harder for you to grip onto, so that it makes it feel like the weight is more weighted, so that it's heavier. So we purchased these because the only thing that I could find was my 5-pound dumbbells. However, I am a person of ease. I like things to be where I need them, when I need them, and I don't like to have to set shit up. Hence why this room is always set up for filming, because I didn't film before, because it wasn't set up. Having to put these on and remove them every time I want my weights to be a different, like, I don't know, difficulty level is super annoying. I literally never used them, not even once. This is the first time that I put it on my weight myself, okay? My boyfriend showed me the first time, and then I was like, cool, never gonna use that again. So $25 down the drain. I just don't, it's not for me. That's gonna be a super annoying sound. I'm just gonna leave that on there. Just not for me. I think $25 for this little piece of rubber is a little bit ridiculous. I know there's 2 little pieces of rubber, but I feel like I could have, gosh, I don't know, like taken a tire and wrapped it around my dumbbell. I'm unsure. Anyway, big regret. Too late to return it. Should have returned it, but it is what it is. Won't be buying those again. I'm sure it's good for somebody, but not for me. Second thing I won't be buying again are these ab sliders. Now, I did talk about these in another video and I was very excited to use them. I think that they're still great. I think that they're amazing pieces of equipment for abs. The problem is I don't use them. I don't know what it is. I think it's that different surfaces of your home like have different like slidability, because like carpet, this side just, it's not the greatest, I'll be honest. Like it doesn't work the greatest on carpet. This side, questionable even on hardwood. Like you need like a really, really soft, like sleek surface to actually make this work, much like a gym. I'm not shading these necessarily. I just haven't really put them to use, and they weren't that expensive. So I'm not like mad at them. I just haven't been using them. I used them for the first time, like this type of product in Orange Theory when I was doing Orange Theory workouts, and I loved them. I fell in love with them. I was like, I need to buy them. And then I literally never used them. So it's not that like, I think that they're not worth it. I just personally like haven't put them into my workouts. So I don't think that I would buy them again, because obviously they're not like exciting enough for me to bring out for my workouts. Third thing I would not purchase again, and I am kind of mad at this, a Slamball. I don't know that I'm mad at this or myself, because online people freaking love Slamballs. And a lot of people use medicine balls as Slamballs, but this one is like specifically made to be like tossed on the ground like freaking the Hulk, okay? It looks like a tire. I don't know if you can see that, but it literally looks like a tire. The reason I don't like this is because I'm too scared to slam it on my wooden floor without like absolutely trashing my wood floors. So then I would have to go outside to use it. And then I'm like, but do I really want to go outside when I'm doing the rest of my workout and then only go outside to use my Slamball? Unsure. And then the other thing is that if you can hear it, okay, it's like a sand substance in there, and it like moves around. So it's weighted, but it's not weighted. The weight isn't evenly distributed. So even if I wanted to use this Slamball as like a medicine ball for Russian twists or something like that, it's not safe for me. I don't know that it would be safe for most people, because the weight, you're not expecting the weight when it's moving, because it's like sloshing around, kind of like water that has air in it still, like a water jug that has free space. So then it's like, oh gosh, sort of thing. So I can't use it for like Russian twists, or like, even like for some reason when I'm doing, I just dropped it on my leg. Even when I'm doing squats and stuff, like I would rather grab a medicine ball that the weight is evenly distributed. So I don't know. I think that Slamball workouts are absolutely fine. I just am not doing them. And so I regret buying this Slamball. My boyfriend bought one as well, and I don't even know that he used his. So I feel like we have 2 Slamballs that just like chill and do nothing. I think this was like $25 also. It's not like super angry, because it's not like it was like a ton of money, but just like unnecessary, and I could have bought another set of dumbbells or something. Okay, last but not least, the Drip Fit. So here's the thing. Let me put on my Drip Fit shawl. I purchased this Drip Fit. I can't do this. I purchased this Drip Fit as more of an experiment, I guess. I purchased it as a skeptic because through my research, again, not a personal trainer, not a nutritionist, but through my research, it's impossible to spot reduce fat, okay? Everybody reduces fat differently no matter what you do. So I could be doing the exact same program as Sam, per se, and we would have completely different results just based on our genetic makeup and the way that our body holds weight, fat, whatever, muscle. It was kind of questionable to me that Drip Fit, on their website, it doesn't even like really claim that it like shrinks your waist, I don't think, but that's definitely what it's insinuating. And so I was like, okay, well, let me see what this is all about, because like everybody is like using them and blah, blah, blah. Not everybody, but a lot of people are using them. And what you do is it's like a wrap. So you wrap it around your waist. I'll show you. Okay, so like usually when you're doing cardio or throughout your whole workout, pretend I'm like not, this is under my clothes. So you wrap it like this. And it basically is like an insulator, okay? So it insulates your like core and makes it sweat profusely because of the material that's in there as well. And they also have like a balm, like a lotion that you can put on underneath it that also makes you produce more sweat. The thing is I don't know that there's science behind that. The only thing that I could see it doing is dehydrating that specific area. And I don't know if maybe that would reduce bloat, perhaps, unsure, not a scientist. However, I was using this, I saw no changes, okay? My research, what's it called? When you, like case study, I guess. My study on Drip Fit obviously it's hard because when you're doing exercise, you're obviously your body's going to change. So my body was going to change anyway, regardless of if I was using this Drip Fit or not. So it's really hard to like document it properly and have like a controlled study when like everybody is different anyway. So like my results could be completely different. And then like I'm not doing the exact same workout every day. Regardless, I didn't see any dramatic changes. I used it for about 2 weeks. I don't mind using it just simply because I like sweating, especially because I did hot yoga a lot and it just made me feel so good. So I don't know, I guess just like drink a lot of water if you're going to be using it, because the more you sweat, the more you dehydrate your body, and you need to be replenishing those fluids. So yeah, I wouldn't buy it again. It was outrageously expensive. I think it was like $45 or something like that, when it's like, I sweat profusely anyway, you know? And it's like, this is the thing, is people often want to reduce specifically belly fat, and there's no one way to do that. It's like, it's different for everybody. It's a combination of things, definitely to do with diet, but I think that a lot of companies take advantage. Jillian Michaels said it the best. She was like, it's honestly not rocket science. It's what we've been saying for years. It's like eating healthy, nutritious food, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, exercise. That's it. That's the way that it works. And so I definitely don't think that you need this Drip Fit in order to like get the results you want. Regardless, whatever you want, it's up to you. If you like these items, 100%. I mean, there's tons of people, I'm sure, who love the ab sliders and these grip things. It's just not for me. So I hope that was informational for you. With that being said, I will see you guys in my next one.